Send it away. This return starts at the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. Drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Bennett throwing here. Able to find Nakua here. And that's good for a gain of 5. Kenny Moore there to make the stop.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage. Still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win. There aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Handoff now out of the gun. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Zaire Franklin there to make the tackle. Give him only a couple that time. It's going to be 3rd down.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Bennett. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. He picks up 15 on the play. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. A give now from the gun. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. Give him 5 on that carry, bring it up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
So we're through one as everyone tries to stay warm on what has been a very cold night. Neither side separating much so far. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Lucas Oil Stadium after this. Time for the 2nd quarter of play. It's Rams football. They've got 2nd and 5. They send Nakua in motion left. And they limit the damage, just a few yards on that gain. Making the stop that time, Nick Cross.
That's a tough one because you can see the beginnings of what looked like an explosive play. Let's give some credit here, Kate, to the defense. A great job to bottle them up before it came to fruition.
3rd and just 2 to go. Putting a receiver in motion. Throwing now, 3rd and 2. He has the first over the middle. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Rams are going to have a first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They'll run here on first down. He'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Pretty pay there to take him down. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Second and 10 now. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They kick the running back in motion. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. The 40. At the 20. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. Thrown at the depth where linebackers come into play in coverage, partner, and sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk. It could do some serious damage.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Colts push their lead to 3. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Return starts at the 3. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They send a man in motion. Getting right back to it after that interception. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Looking to throw, Bennett. That one complete to Higbee. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, It's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Colts get it back on his 6th interception of the season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's got it down into the red zone at the 16. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Second and 3 now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Trying to get it with the option. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal. Complete on the option. He has the Indianapolis touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock, but I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on him. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
That one right down the middle. And the Colts make it a 10-point ball game. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable. And and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. To throw, here's Bennett. Dumps it off to his running back. Has some daylight through the 40. And he goes out, just needed one more step to reach midfield. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. They motion the tight end over. Bennett now to throw. His pass caught by Nakua. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Colts side of the field.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the 48. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Here's Bennett. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete, 4th down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Rams going to punt on 4th down, and they're calling Ethan Evans to the field. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And he has it up to the 9-yard line before going down. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Throwing now, Richardson. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down. Richardson now. Hits him on the out route. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Timeout, Indianapolis. That's its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Finds his man Downs. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 18, Pioneer.
They'll throw again, Richardson. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they'll have it across midfield as he runs out. That one goes for 25 yards. And it'll be first down, Colts. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Rolling left, buying some time. And he goes out a little short of the 40.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Okay, ready?
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Scoring, 17. Come on, hit. Go.
From the 41. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of him.
Here comes the final play of our first half. Throwing it just before halftime. Coverman is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Cardi has it all teed up and ready to send it away. He's going to field this at the 2. The return manages to get just beyond the 30.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your number one objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half. And that kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
They've got first down from the 31.
Get it. Left thing, 19.
Off the play fake, here's Richardson. Fits it through the middle. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
Ready?
Richardson now on 1st and 10. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. From the gun, Taylor. And he doesn't get this one very far, down to only about the 18. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Let's see what they draw up on these 3rd and 7.
Liking 18. 18 Radley. 18 Radley.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. And that's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, Indy. The Colts grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, as they drive forward to one right now, looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity, certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Extra point converted by Gay. And the Colts take a 3-possession lead. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. He puts some air under this one, deep right. That's grabbed inside the 30. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams start the 2nd half with some needed points. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. And you gotta protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Returnable from the 2. He's stopped on the return at the 27. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Ready?
Man in motion, out of the slot. 1st down throw here from Richardson. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down. The tip definitely broke up that throw. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Man, that ball looked good out of his hands. It just couldn't get through the defense cleanly. Somebody tips it away and saves a potential completion.
Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready, ready.
Second down carry for Taylor. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That's the kind of run that shows he's trying to take some stress off the passing game to provide big plays. What a great help to that side of an offense when the ground game can deliver chunk plays too.
New set of downs for him at the 38.
Dragon, 60.
On first down, it's Richardson. A throw right side finds Pittman. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even two defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Deputy.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Looking for a target. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Can't find the back on the dump off. And it's 3rd down now.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready.
Richardson on 3rd. That heater's gonna fall to the turf. Almost a completion of the wrong team there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Secures this at the 17. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Now, after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Bennett. We've got a screen to the running back. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Kenny Moore there to make the stop.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Running back sent in motion. From the 23. It's complete to Higbee. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Bennett throwing here. Has him on the quick hitter. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. They've got a man in motion. Looking to throw, Bennett. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
That sure ended up being worst case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long. Trying again, following the sack. Oh no, they get him yet again! And the Colts take over as he reports his 10th career INT.
This is a time that the communication upstairs from the booth, Kate, down to the field, it starts to get just a little bit hot. These eyes in the sky, they've got to help this quarterback try to see the field, because right now, with the third interception, man, he is killing his team.
So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Trap 60, trap 60.
Play action with Richardson. Finds a seam down the middle. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Emmanuel Forbes in on the tackle. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Come on.
Back to throw, here's Richardson. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Well, the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, and it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
Here he is on 3rd and long. And as that one winds up incomplete, it brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter. Only 1 quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the 3rd. The Colts have it with a lead. Not a big one, though, trying to carry it through the 4th. Fourth down's going to bring out Matt Gay and the Colts field goal unit for the first time. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. A touchdown to field goal's not going to get it done anymore.
Has this at the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Caught. Cooper Kupp makes the play. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
To throw, here's Bennett. Short pass brought in. And he got this close to midfield before going out. It's a pickup of 11. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Man in motion here. Back now, pressure on its way. He lofts it deep left. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Putting a receiver in motion. 2nd and 10 now. And they pick him off again. Kenny Moore with the pick. And the Colts take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
4 picks, 1 game. Hey, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Taylor now up the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Colts. Only 1 play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. He's throwing deep to the left side. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Rams have some new life in the fourth. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for him.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Oh, he's in trouble. He'll go down. The Colts got him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Send everybody deep. I know he wants to wait and stretch the field and use his arm. The trouble is you wait too long, you end up on your back.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Another try following the sack. And they pick him off again. Nick Cross has it. And the Colts get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought that defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
Richardson now on 1st and 10. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. He was looking for Michael Pittman Jr. So that brings up 2nd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Here we go. Back. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready?
2nd and 10. Again, it's Richardson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody.
Yeah.
And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Emmanuel Forbes makes the play.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. They get it right back. That's intercepted. Juju Brents with a pick. And the Colts have it again after yet another interception.
You know, my dad was my old high school coach. He's a play caller. He was an offensive guy. And after days like this, and I remember one in particular, he'd say, son, some days peanuts, some days shells. This has been nothing but a bunch of shells for this quarterback today.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Taylor. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No gain there that that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
I know these D-ends love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. That's complete to Pittman. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. They get 13 on the pickup. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
From the red zone now. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Indianapolis. 3 touchdown catches in one game is rare air, Brock. Safe to say most guys who retire can name every time they did that here in the NFL.
Yeah, I hope he remembers it, but also remember this. Receivers, they're a dependent position. They're dependent on the guys doing their job up front. They're dependent on the quarterback putting it on the spot. And usually, when you reach a milestone like this, you love to share it with everybody else. And my guess, especially if they can find a way to win this one, is this receiver will celebrate it with all of his guys.
Cut 19! Check smash! Check smash! Nineteen tight!
He's throwing for it! And that one's caught. To add a couple more on to this massive, some might say insurmountable lead here in the 4th. Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for 2. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well. I love it.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Getting right back to it after that interception. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And he makes the Hefco. It's a touchdown on the kick 6. Went to the oh well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Now, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future. They had somebody there waiting for it that time.
Gay to add the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Colts grow their lead yet again.
42, Rams 14. Matt Gay to kick off for the Colts.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning. They send a man in motion. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Indy. Rams hoping to do some window dressing in the time remaining. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Bennett now to throw. Diving forward, and he makes the catch. And they touch him down. Looks to be about 4 yards short of the sticks.
This is one of those plays you're going to see on tape this week, I guarantee you. Not because of the catch, but because of the effort. Lays out and brings in the off-target throw.
The Colts setting a man in the secondary here. Third down coming up. They've got a man in motion. Throwing now, off play action. Oh no, they get him yet again! Picked off Zaire Franklin. And the Colts get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair now, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading these coverages at all, and it's clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get him out of this ball game.
1st and 10 from the 41. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Come on. Hey.
They send a tight end in motion. Taylor again. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. 5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a groove, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
Option give to Taylor. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. He gets 6 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball. But a 3rd down run for a 1st down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
They go again with Taylor. And he fought the good fight there just to make it back to the line. So the Colts pick up the win in this one. And they carried some of that winning football from last game into this contest. Now a modest little win streak blossoming for them, Brock. They've got 2 in a row as they get out of here with a victory. So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indy.